Have you ever felt a sudden, inexplicable shift in a room you know by heart? A chill down your spine, a whisper with no source, a moment that feels off. You try to explain it away, just the house settling the wind, your imagination. But a part of you replays it, wondering if you're the only one. You're not. These uncanny moments are more common than you think. They're the quiet horror stories we dismiss as tricks of the mind. Tonight I'll share 5 stories that happen not in haunted castles, but in our own homes through the devices we trust. Have you experienced one of these yourself? Let's begin. It starts small. You're scrolling your phone and there it is. An ad for something you were just thinking about. Not something you searched, not something you said, just a thought. You shrug it off. Coincidence. Algorithms, right? But it keeps happening. You think about repainting your living room teal. Suddenly your feed is full of teal paint ads. You wonder about an old friend, and the next day, they pop up as a suggested contact. The coincidences pile up, and your phone starts to feel less like a tool, more like a mind reader. You try to guard your thoughts, but it's impossible. One night you dwell on a secret fear. Something you've never told anyone. You open your phone, and the top article is about that exact phobia. It's not just ads anymore, it's personal. You test it, thinking of the most random things. A vintage unicycle, a rare sea creature, a forgotten film star. Somehow, the information finds you. The line between predictive tech and something paranormal blurs. You consider ditching your phone, but you can't. You're tethered. The horror isn't just what it knows. It's what it might do with that knowledge. The phone sits on your nightstand, screen dark, but you know it's not sleeping. It's waiting, listening, thinking. So, have you ever had a private thought show up on your screen? Or is your phone just that good at knowing you? Maybe it's more than just code, maybe it's something else entirely. The next time it happens, will you notice? Or will you just scroll past, pretending it's normal? The real question, what else does it know? And what will it do with your secrets? The phone is always with you, but are you ever truly alone? Think about it. You're out with friends at a new restaurant laughing when suddenly you're hit with déjà vu. Not just a fleeting sense, you know exactly what's about to happen. The joke, the laughter, the clink of a fork. It's a high-definition replay, every detail unfolding as you remember. You try to shake it off, just a brain glitch, right? But this time it's too vivid, too long. You try to explain, but words fail. Your friends move on, but you can't. The world feels less solid, time less certain. Was it a memory of the future or a dream you forgot? Days later, you're still haunted by the precision. Every detail matched. If you can remember the future, is it already written? Is free will just an illusion? The dinner becomes an existential crisis, a glimpse behind the curtain. Now you're hyper-aware, waiting for the next ripple in time. You try to change things to prove you're in control. But what if even that's part of the script? The experience never repeats as strongly, but the doubt lingers. Have you ever remembered a moment in perfect detail as it happened for the first time? Maybe you're not the only one. It's late. You're in the bathroom, going through your routine, barely noticing your reflection. You splash your face, look up, and for a split second your reflection's eyes close just after yours. Not in sync. A delay. A response. You freeze, heart pounding. That can't be right. You blink again, this time perfectly in sync. You laugh it off. Must be exhaustion, a trick of the light. But the image lingers. Your own face, just a fraction behind. For days, mirrors make you uneasy. You test them, but they never slip again. Rationally, you know it was nothing. But the fear festers. What if, in that moment, you saw the truth? That the thing in the mirror isn't just you, but something else. Something waiting for you to let your guard down. You start to wonder about reflections. They're duplicates, silent twins. What if they have their own consciousness, bound to yours but separate? Now, every glance in the mirror is a confrontation. You search for any sign of independent thought. The simple act of looking at your own face becomes unsettling. There are 2 of you, and you're not sure which one is real. So, have you ever seen your reflection do something on its own, or did you just imagine it? Next time you look, will you catch it again, or will it catch you? Think before you blink. You wake in the night, paralyzed. You try to move, but nothing responds. Panic sets in. You can't even call for help. Then you feel it. A crushing weight on your chest, making it hard to breathe. You strain your eyes and see a dark, formless shape pressing down on you. It's a predator, you are its prey. Terror drowns out all rational thought. This is sleep paralysis, a state where your mind wakes before your body, often with terrifying hallucinations. Science explains the muscle atonia, the visions, but in the moment it's not a brain glitch, it's an assault. You fight to move, focusing on a single muscle. The struggle feels endless. Then suddenly, you break free. You gasp, sit up, and the weight is gone. The room is empty, but the fear lingers. Sleep is no longer safe. Your bed feels haunted. You dread falling asleep, afraid the shadow will return. Cultures worldwide have described this for centuries. The mare, the incubus, the kanashibari. Is it just a malfunction, or a glimpse into another reality? Have you ever woken up, unable to move, feeling you weren't alone? Maybe you were right. The next time it happens, will you escape? Or will the shadow win? Sleep tight. You're home alone, lost in a task when you hear your name, spoken in a familiar voice. You answer, expecting a reply. Silence. Confused, you check the house. No one's there. You know you're alone. But you heard it. Clear, distinct, real. Was it your mind playing tricks? Auditory pareidolia, they call it, but the voice was too familiar, too personal. It's a common phenomenon, but that doesn't make it less unsettling. It's always your name, always a trusted voice. The silence that follows is heavier than before. You start listening for it, wondering if it will happen again. Every creak, every gust of wind becomes suspicious. The feeling of being alone is replaced by the sense of being watched. What if it's not just your mind? What if something is trying to get your attention? Or is it a bleed-through from another reality? There's no answer, just the memory of a voice in an empty house. Has someone ever called your name, only for you to find you were completely alone? Maybe you weren't. Listen closely next time. If any of these stories felt familiar, maybe it's not a coincidence. These aren't tales from haunted castles. They're from your world. The small hauntings of everyday life, the glitches that hint at something more. They connect us in a strange fraternity of the uncanny. So ask yourself which of these happened to you, and which one is waiting to happen next. Subscribe if you want to uncover more strange truths hiding in plain sight, because the next story might be about you.